Ladies and gentlemen, here are the Cranky Boys.
Welcome to another edition of The Cranky Boys. Jay Donovan.
Al Waltz.
We're here to save America if it's possible.
I'm not sure. There's no hope. I have no hope, Jay.
You have to be hopeful, Al. You have to pray. You pray that Obama will actually leave at the end of his term and we won't go, oh, he's decided to declare martial law and stick around a little while longer.
Yeah, I'm not so helpful about that. I think he's here for the rest of my days.
He
That's what it feels like.
We need him.
Yeah,
That's what we need
do.
him. Well,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff going on. We just last night was the Wisconsin primaries, and we got obviously the New York one issue. They mentioned coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah. Well, it won't be long at all. And I'm thinking Crazy Bernie might take out Hillary in New York.
I think that's possible. I mean, I know that she's got a pretty decent lead in New York, but she had some monster leads in some of the other states.
Absolutely.
He wiped
and over
her
the
up
course
with.
of time, they just eroded away.
Yeah. Well, she's not exactly a compelling candidate.
No, not at all. She's not a likable person.
Right.
And her wardrobe leaves a lot to be desired. You know, she looks like Mao standing up there. And have you ever noticed her posturing looks like Mao, too?
Well, she's all from she's got that kind of mindset of everything the chairman wants to do.
Same body type, too. You ever notice that?
Really, that
in
the pyramid kind of thing going on? I noticed she was wearing a blue jacket the other night, or blue pantsuit, the Mao outfit.
Yes.
Yeah, but this one was highlighted by deep blue pockets, and they had a little white outline around them, just like Captain Friggin' Kangaroo.
Indeed.
Who dresses this woman?
I don't know. She apparently goes to the Bob Keeshan School of Fashion.
Holy cow, I guess you're right.
It's just insane.
She's nasty. And again, it's like having your ex-wife, the angry, pissy ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
You're glad you gave the house to her.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to get out.
Absolutely. You know, you have the feeling she's got a knife ready for castration hidden in those clothes somewhere.
Ready to bob at your little boy. Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's take a look at Wisconsin, see how things wound up last night. You can see I was going to say our boy Cruz, but Cruz pulled out a pretty substantial win over Trump. It was like 46% to 35% in that ballpark. Kasich, who is a giant throbbing pain in the rectum, getting like 14%, and he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, Trump, I believe when he comes to New York, is going to take New York with no problem. But the thing is, Cruz is racking up some delegates, and I'm not so sure, but we'll end up seeing a Republican convention where they decide who the actual candidate will be.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Looking more and more like that.
Right.
Anyway.
I think that Cruz has got, he's playing a real good political game here. And he has got the ground game, and he's trying, you're right, he's trying to get delegates to switch to him maybe on the second or third ballot. So deny Trump the overall victory.
It looks like no one's going to the convention with enough votes to take it.
Right. Maybe 1237 isn't going to be, I mean, nobody's going to get to the 1237. Shall we take a look at the lovely Dems, the godless commies? You're right, look at Bernie.
It's amazing. Bernie, you have to love the guy. He's a crazy old socialist.
Yeah.
Why, at his age, is he even bothering to run for president? I don't want to be doing anything when I get to be his age.
Right. If I'm at 75, I want to be left alone and somebody bring me the damn pudding at 5 o'clock,
Exactly,
right?
yeah, and then go away.
Exactly. Leave me the hell alone. But and here's the way, unfortunately, I don't think there's a secret here, he's winning like 7 of the last 8 primaries, right, and caucuses.
He's on a roll, there's no doubt about that.
But the Dems have cooked this baby so that Hillary's got the super delegates, she's got a lot of sub built in.
Sure.
So even though he's winning this stuff, it's likely he won't get it.
Yeah, it's almost an impossibility.
Right. Absolutely. Speaking of Hillary, I saw this picture and I thought, does this not tell you something about even the kids know she's awful? There she, that devil-like smile going on, and yet the kid knows, get me the frig out of here.
Please, let go of me.
Holy hell.
I want my mommy.
Get me away from this. And America should be that little kid.
Indeed.
You know? Get me the hell away from this woman as soon as possible. Well, that's out there. Well, we were talking about Trump, and Trump has, let's say, some issues with the ladies.
Yes, he does. Or so they want you to think.
Right. No, that's right. That's a spin on him. I guess it started back, what had to be August, the first debate.
Yeah.
With the always charming Megyn Kelly.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you wouldn't mind finding that in a Motel 6, which you probably never would.
She's easy on the eyes.
She is, but I've grown to not like her.
She has an attitude.
Yes, I think she does. I don't like her at all.
Yeah.
And he of course started off pissing her off. So
Yeah.
you know that feud continues. But can we take just a minute to talk about easy on the eyes?
Yeah.
Mrs. Trump.
Yes.
Melania.
Yes, Mrs.
My
Trump.
goodness.
Yes.
Someone get that girl a bikini or something.
Now, you know, I think that Donald is being a little disingenuous when he came out all upset about that photograph, which has been around for a long time.
Yeah, she posed for it. Nobody was in there with a cell phone going.
And I don't know. I consider that flattering, Jay.
Yeah, I would say that's a pretty damn nice picture going on there. And then the bump along the road was, well, supposedly Cruz's people put that picture of Melania out saying, do you want her to be the first lady? Think say, hell yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Trump supposedly puts this out where it compares Melania and I think her name is Heidi, right?
Heidi, yes.
Okay. Heidi, who has been known to suffer a little depression, and maybe she was cramping up, maybe she had the squirts. You know, there's something going on. She's not feeling 100% right
Well,
there.
you can tell just looking at that photograph.
She's not happy.
A little bit of an issue there that day.
All right, so maybe you don't want to piss her off. Okay? I mean, do you want to piss off Hillary Clinton? No, of course not. No. Anyway, some of the women in Trump's life there. Oh, I brought this up. I want to add this because Trump has been talking since day one about we're going to build a wall. And we're going to let the dirty Mexicans pay for it.
Yes.
To keep the other dirty Mexicans the hell out of America.
Right.
Okay. And how's he going to do it?
Well, he has a plan where he'll prevent the folks who are already here, the illegal aliens, and that's what they are, illegal aliens living in the United States.
Right.
They have this habit of sending money back to the folks in Mexico.
Right? A lot of money.
A lot of money. And the Donald says, "Nyet." No, you're not going to be able to send that money back anymore, and that's how we're going to pay for the wall. I think it's a brilliant idea.
Absolutely. He's going to tell Mexico, if he's elected, that he's going to change the Patriot Act a little bit, and that will prevent people from, basically wiring money back to Mexico to the tune of $25 billion just last year.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a whole lot of pesos.
Indeed, we could build quite a nice wall for that kind of money.
Right. He's predicting the wall would cost about $8 billion.
Yeah.
So he's offering Mexico this, or suggested this in his memo about this, and that is he would say to Mexico, you pony up $5 to $10 billion, make that one-time payment, we won't screw with the transfers going back to Mexico from the illegal aliens who are in this country. So people are going, how are you going to make that happen? Well, here's at least it's in writing, something he's suggesting.
It's not all that difficult. The government does much more complicated things every day.
Absolutely.
Keeping track of our money. They can keep track of right down to the penny what's in our each one of our checking accounts.
They
for that matter.
They know. And what I'm afraid is that they know exactly what I'm looking at on the internet. You know, I'm thinking, Jesus, can I just pop up an old broad in a bikini? No, somebody at the NSA is watching me.
They are, and they realize that this is a sick country.
Proud, very proud.
Happy but sick.
Happy but sick. But you know, the wall thing is we're constantly told it can't be done, can't be done,
can't be done.
That's right.
It's a simple matter of doing it.
This is America. Holy hell, 50 years ago, we developed putting guys up on the moon.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't done that in 40 years. But you tell me we can't build a concrete wall for 1,000 miles? Sure we can.
Absolutely.
That's nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All right, so that's the wall thing. I want to touch on that. Okay, Al, can we take a second now and talk about your favorite religion, Islam, the religion of...
Violence.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Peace.
The religion of peace. Religion of peace. Love and peace all over the place. Now, I bring this up because I think it was in the last couple of days in Saudi Arabia, they have decided or getting ready to pass a law over there that if you are a homosexual and you indicate you're a homosexual in a public way, okay, you will be killed. You will be, I don't know if they put you in the chair, they hang you.
It's that religion of peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because they just don't love them homosexuals. Matter of fact, there's one of the Saudi judges right there, and basically saying, we don't like them homosexuals. And by the way, you're not gay over there. You're just about dead.
You're right. That's it. And isn't it amazing that the people in this nation who support the nation, the religion of peace, the Islamists, and are always apologetic for them, are the Democrats, made up of a diverse group of human beings, including a large portion of the homosexual community.
100% right.
What is wrong with that picture,
I don't
Jay?
know. And look, they also are constantly putting women down and subjugating
Absolutely. In most of the Muslim world, you know, women are not allowed to be seen without their head covered, their face covered.
Oh, yeah.
It's absurd.
And they'll basically stone you if you get in the car and drive down to the convenience store. Oh, that ain't happening.
Can't do that.
No. So now, with this new law in there, and by the way, it's not only just homosexuals that'll be killed, bisexuals, and anybody who goes by the name of Bruce Jenner. You will be killed too.
Now I'm
Saudi
really
Arabia.
Confused.
Well,
you had to bring him, what?
Him.
Huh?
It's him. Bruce Jenner
you're
is
right,
him.
it is him, yeah.
Look, he's a you know, if this was America when you and I were a little younger, and you got a 65-year-old guy with a breast implant wearing a dress, he would be a pervert. Okay?
Yes, he would. Yes, he would.
He wouldn't be feted as a man of great courage.
No, and it's my understanding, and I don't really want to know, but he's still got the boys dangling, right? He had some boobs built, but he's still got the boys dangling.
Right. No, and it was just in the paper the other day. He has yet to take quote the final step, which is snip and tuck.
Yeah.
So he's still peas standing up.
Yeah. This is all very confusing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, now, if I may slightly now transition with the religion of peace,
yes,
which has been blessed with a huge migration into Europe, with all of these obviously very straight guys now in Europe there, they have discovered they're pretty well horned up.
Yeah.
And they need a little release.
Well, they look a little tense, don't they?
Yes. Yeah, they can have some deadly semen buildup going on there. So they've decided on many occasions in Europe to attack women. And not one-on-one, gang-style attack on women, gang rape, is breaking out all over Europe.
Yeah.
It's not isolated.
And yet the apologists in Europe are still standing up for these people. They don't want to send them back to where they came from.
Right.
It's absurd.
Right.
If you have a problem obviously created by one particular situation, it's so easy to solve. Reverse it.
Right, get them out of there.
Send them back.
Some countries are, and I'm trying to think if it's Greece or something's beginning the transition to getting some of the migrants out.
And funny how Turkey, a Muslim nation, doesn't want them back.
Well, you know, would you want some dink in your neighborhood if you'd just gotten him out of there? Answer is probably no. So that's just it. But I'll tell you, that's part of the problem over there is that they're having a hard time. Hell, even Germany has now set up special cars in trains to protect women. And just to watch out for them. So they got, and by the way, I wanted to, this kind of goes back to what we were talking about, the homosexual thing.
Yes.
Okay. In Daily Mail Online had a story of 2 Afghan migrants who were arrested in Germany for forcing themselves on a 14-year-old boy. Isn't there some crap on Thursday in Afghanistan? They dress up the little boys as women or something like that. I know I've got that probably wrong, but they were
because that way it's not homosexual, is it?
No. Little
it
Jerry
changes everything.
Yeah, well, he's got his tutu on, so everything is fine.
Because it's Thursday or whatever.
That's exactly right. Well, anyway, it's that kind of weird crap. They are killing homosexuals in Saudi Arabia, or even the bisexual ones, but get them out of the country, and they're doing naughty things with 14-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Weird little setup there. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some Episcopalians doing some weird crap late on a Sunday night, but not as it seems like a whole cultural thing, you know? All right, if we can touch base here on something that happens local, where we are secretly recording in upstate New York, around the Watertown, New York area.
Yes.
We have gone through a classic government project. Okay? We're going to make something better.
Everything ran smooth as silk, didn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to do something. We're going to fix our ice arena, our Watertown Municipal Ice Arena. Let us pop a picture of the ice arena up there. That's the box that they put on the front of the old arena. The old arena has been up since, I don't know, mid-'70s, something like that. And they decided all of a sudden they needed to put a $10 million box on the front of it. And you think, well, oh, hell, they must have expanded out the seating. You can another 1,000 people in there.
Money well spent.
No. If you take a look at the other picture, you got a box.
Yeah.
You got an empty freaking box in there. So if it's a cold day, you can all come on in.
Right.
To wait to get into the arena for something like a concert or something like that. So we paid taxpayers up here at over $10 million, I think, when it's all said and done, to get an empty box.
And no concession stand.
Let's see the concession stand, if you will. Yeah, it's kind of empty. They didn't plan for it. They spent $750,000 on engineering studies, $10 million plus to build the box, and they didn't put a hot dogger or anything in the concession stand.
It is absolutely amazing. So they have the grand opening, yet there's no concession stand there. It's empty.
Yeah.
And they can't figure out whether they wanted to farm it out to an independent business or the city run it themselves. The city said, well, the city administration said, oh, we can't be doing that. We can't do that.
Right.
And then the city officials, the city council said, no, you will do that. And then so the city administration says, oh, okay, if we have to, we have to.
We'll do it. I know. It is so classic. It was like, for about what they spent to put the box, and it is a box on the front of this old building, you could have built a whole new building.
Sure.
Right? And now what have we found out, now that it's up there, is could be problems with the concrete floors.
Yeah, apparently there's some cracks. We'll find out once the ice melts.
Once the ice is up. Could be some concrete rebar that'll be showing through. Yeah. Let alone the fact that they put up a concession stand with no concession equipment in it and nobody to run the damn thing. Well thought out.
Yeah. And so now the city has budgeted some money, and I heard this the other day, and I'm not sure I believe it, but they're going to buy an outdoor grill.
Yes, right.
They're going to use an outdoor grill to cook the burgers and dogs,
bring them in.
and then bring them inside.
Yeah. And I don't, not that
That's
anybody...
a professional operation.
Well, sure. And I don't know how you get past the New York State Department of Health. Okay? Because when you cook outdoors, especially up around here where there's a dumpster nearby, you've got seagulls flying around, and they're crapping on your dog.
Yes, they are.
Okay? You're going to get a Hoffman with some pigeon crap on it. Do you want any relish? I mean, that's the way it's going to come down. It's so classic government.
It is.
Even on a small scale, they thought it was going to be $7 or $8 million. Now it's 10 plus.
Well, it's only 10. Don't worry about it.
As taxpayers, we'll get to pay for it for another 20 years.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff. Well, thank you very much, City of Watertown, for not disappointing when it comes to a government project.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We appreciate it.
They lived up to our expectations.
Or down,
Yeah.
as the case may be. And Al, we haven't done a quickie segment in a while, but I'm so darned excited that we got Cranky Quickies back.
Yes.
Could you tell us what's coming up?
Well, this brewery over in Poland, of all places, a brewery in Poland has come up with a new concept for beer.
I hope it's good.
Well, I don't know. I'm not even sure I would try this beer.
Really?
Yeah. It involves... Well, they're billing it as the world's first vaginal beer.
Yummy. Of course it is. By the way, how do you get... I'm afraid to ask, how do you brew in the vaginal factor?
Well, in this, it's very specific. You can only use one woman. This woman, by the name of Alexandra Brendlova. Well, if I'm going to have beer made from something from her, maybe I will take a taste.
No,
Who knows?
She's lovely.
She's a supermodel from Czechoslovakia, or the Czech Republic, as it's called now. The Czech Republic. The people at this brewery have decided they will isolate some bacteria from from behind her gate to paradise.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Did they swab her or something?
I have no idea. I'm not sure how they collect that bacteria.
But that's in
the
beer?
That is used to brew in the brewing process.
Lovely.
Now, let's see.
What if she's having a bad day when they swab her? Does anybody check this crap out?
Well, they say it's perfectly safe.
Sure they do. They're Polish.
Perfectly safe. The creators say the bacteria, Lactobacillus, transfers women's features, allure, grace, glamour, and her instincts into beers and other products, turning them into a dance with a lovely angel.
Oh, okay.
What the hell does that mean?
It means crap. It's baloney.
Oh, by the way, they're doing a crowdfunding, fundraising effort to make the money so they can get this business started using bacteria from, apparently it's very expensive bacteria from Alexandra.
I guess you don't let nobody swab her for $5, right?
Yeah.
When you just read this here, to isolate it turned beers and other products into a dance of lovely angels, featuring allure, grace, and glamour.
Yeah.
If you're a guy, do you want that? No. Or only if you're trying to get the babe drunk and take her home?
Yeah.
Holy
this is all upside down, isn't it?
It's completely screwed
it's backwards.
Can I just say again, and I'm sorry the PC police are not around, it's all Polish, okay? The world needs more Polak jokes. If I can possibly take us down that road, this could be it.
Well, this is the ultimate, isn't it?
The ultimate Polish joke.
It might be Poland's revenge.
Ooh, I'll bet if she's having a bad day, you'll have a lot of revenge, and it won't be just Montezuma's.
Yeah.
Oof. Anyway, Al, an amazing quickie, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
If I may say so. And I believe that brings us to the end. Frightening as it may be, of yet another episode of the Cranky Boys.
Yes, it does.
Two old white guys walking the streets, and that's why Obama's not safe. And his America ain't safe either, because there's more of us out there.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I still don't have any hope.
Don't be like that. Don't be pessimistic. You and I, from our little cave, in the Cranky Cave, if you will, I think we can still save America, Al.
Maybe.
Rally with us, if you will. We'll catch you next time on the Cranky Boys.